Alright, Minecraft fans, a YouTube user called PsychoBolt42 gave me a great idea to build a underground bunker and make it self-sustainable using Buildcraft, Industricraft and Redpower. So I did. Well, a real bunker is not self-sustainable 100%. You need some kind of storage. So of course I have a storage, but I will now show you the bunker. This is the entrance. It's built on top of a hill, and instead of a bunker it's more like a silo. But there is one very notable feature in this bunker. I have made a 100% automated wheat farm. I got flying on right now, so it makes things a little easier. Usually light is off when you enter, but it gets pretty dark down below. So before we continue, let's set our lighting to bright. There we go. And turn the light on. That should help. The first floor has nothing. The second floor has nothing. I would imagine it's for protection in case of some sort of, well, I don't know, missile attack or whatever. The reason is we built this bunker. The third floor, something starts to happen. Well, the button is still just for the light. But we have a CPU and a SPU. The CPU is a cactus production unit. And it's basically just a cactus farm, dropping cactus into water, which later is picked up by the, what was it? It's Buildcraft. It's an obsidian pipe picking it up and pulling it into the system. The SPU is a sugar processing or production unit, and you can just hear it pushing down. You can see that. Sugar canes. It's pretty big because if you look down there you can see there's a wall, but it continues on the other side of the wall as well. Did we forget to turn the light on? There we go. Let's just get that in there. Nothing goes to waste. And we got these rows of sugarcane. And it's also automated, so there's a timer set up using the Redpower sequencer. And I think it's every 2 minutes these just push in and pull back. I will show you the next floor, and there we can see the timer. The pipes from both farms go into the BPU, and they come down here. You can see there's a ladder up. Let's go up and check. And this is the sequencer. When it hits the yellow, sugar canes are harvested, and when it leaves the yellow and hits this one, it's pulled back. Let's see. It's almost there. I believe if we listen carefully. There we go. And we can hear it falls in the water. And soon it should be arriving down this pipe. There we go. And it's being basically flushed down. Here's some cactus. Everything just goes in the same pipe. It's fine. This is the BPU bioprocessing unit. This is the entry pipe. Things are sorted. Cactus goes in this one and create plant balls, and sugar canes also in this one. Everything else just goes in the chest in case I drop something in there. So it's sort of a safety. so I don't have stuff laying around here. Once a plant ball is created, it's pumped up this way. The reason I have chests is because I have a central station where I can switch everything on and off, and if there's something in process while I switch it off, I don't want to lose it, so it just ends up in the chests around the place. Let's help this one along. There we go. And we got a plant ball. The plant ball goes into the chest, then gets into this compressor. I can't remember what the output of the compressor is, but it goes into the next floor. And on the next floor we have a BCEF. This room is just a technical room where we got access to power and converters. Anyway, the plant come in this way, and let's see what they're called. Compressed plants, of course. And from this chest over here we get the cells from our storage. I'll show you in a second. And there we can see the plant ball, the compressed plant ball. The space down below is, in case this one is filled with 64, they just drop down below and into the obsidian pipe and are pulled back into the storage around the back. The biocells are pulled into this extractor. Let's see if we can find a biocell. There we go. And are extracted into biofuel cells. Once we got a biofuel cell, it's transported into the cannery, where empty fuel cans are being filled and pumped down to the generators. There we go. And we can see they are slowly being filled. Over here we add empty fuel cans if we need more. But once the fuel cans have been in the generators, they are pumped back up and into this chest. So we got a continuous circle. In case I've experienced the canning machine sometimes won't accept the fuel cans. They are then expelled below and sucked into a vacuum pipe around into this system and checked if they are full. If they are full, they just pass the canning machine and down to the generators. If they are empty, they just go into this chest. Also another failsafe, so we don't lose any cans. I started with 64 and I only got 48 left, which means I lost, maybe I got 11 somewhere. That was the biocell factory. This is the TSF tin storage facility. On the left, everything on the left here is tin cans or cells, empty cells, all the chests. That's because in a real life bunker you can't have a unlimited supply, but you can have a supply for maybe 10 or 20 years, and that is what we got here. In case the left part runs out, we got this part. That is just tin ore, because that is the only external resource we really use in this entire bunker. It's tin. So we got for a few years here. That was this floor. The next floor is, the wheat farm. The one most people are interested in. Look at this. Wheat is growing. This is just, well, it's almost as great as Battlefield. This is better. What an achievement. The wheat is growing, and you can see it's growing fine. Some of them are ready to be harvested. I'm not going to harvest them now. Everything is set on a timer. And once the timer runs out, the water from down there will flow out and flush them into this water, and they will be picked up into this pipe, sorted so that seeds will go that way back into all of these. You can see these machines here. They are deployers. They will deploy new seeds, and all the wheat will go this way over to the bakery. Looks like I forgot a lever. There we go. On the booster pipe. Some of the seeds are sorted into this chest, so if we have too many seeds, you can see there can only be so many in each, they will end up here. Spare seeds. All of these pipes had to be filled before I could start my farm, but once it's done, it should run forever. In here I have the timer, the most important thing. There you go. Currently it's set for 900 seconds. I won't click on it because then it resets. It's set for 900 seconds, which means 15 minutes watering and 45 minutes of growing. And it seems perfect. These are almost ready, some of them are ready, some of them are ready. Yep, it's perfect. What will happen is once this sequencer hits this the bluish wire here, it will power it, and it will, you look at the color back there, you can see all the pistons are connected to the blue wire. It will let the water flow in, and it will flow for 15 minutes. That means the farmland down below will stay as farmland. It will not turn into grass or turn hard. So I don't have to worry about tilling the soil once again. And that's 15 minutes. As soon as it hits this one, it will start this timer here for the green wire. This is an inverter. This is just a normal timer set for 5 seconds, which means it will turn 5 seconds, click, 5 seconds, click. It only needs to turn once. But the first time it turns, there's still water in the rows. The second time it turns, all the seeds will be planted. So 5 seconds after the water stops, there will be seeds again. And once there's seeds, it will just continue to click, but it won't spit out more, which is perfect, because then the growing process has already started right here. That leaves 45 minutes of growth, and you can see we almost have that now. There's maybe, well, it's hard to tell, 5 minutes. We can come back later and look. I think it's perfect, 5 minutes. There we go. This row is almost ready. Let's continue. Wheat goes out that way, and in it goes around here into the BBP bread baking process. Wheat goes into this chest. Let's put some in to show you. Where do we have wheat? Wheat. There we go. And are pumped into this one and creates bread. Then you can just go here and pick up bread whenever you feel you need some bread. Seems easy. Everything else, don't mind it. It's just for controlling. Well, you can see there's a pretty long way down still. I'm leaving this space open because I need something else here. I'm thinking maybe a library using the new features coming in 1.9 or the actual Minecraft release, and well, maybe some sort of production units in between. Down in the basement at the lower quarters we have the generator room, and this is some weird hardware. That timer there controls or enables me to disable or enable fueling the generators, because the fuel cans from the above floor will be put in this chest. You can see from behind there, and once this timer hits, it will be sucked out of the chest and put into this pipe, into the detector pipe, which will light the lights and just blow it out over to this one. It will then be sucked into the pipe, tossed around under the generators, and be sucked up into one of them randomly. The reason I have 6 is because when the sugar cane and cactus are growing well, at least 4 of them is running. And sometimes I don't know why, but the cans just pass by them. In that case, they go this way up here, and this chest is just for sorting. There we go. Oh, we should be able to see. I got this button to force a unit out, and you can see it goes down there. Oh, I was too slow. Anyway, the fuel can goes down there and into one of the generators. If it doesn't go into the generator, it will go into this diamond pipe and be sorted. If it's empty, it goes out this way and sucked back up to the filling floor. If for some reason it's full and still got through, it will just go around into this circle here and back into the chest from behind. Where did that one go? It's right there. Let's see. Oh, it passed right through. So there's probably something wrong. I have noticed some of the cans won't, that for some reason these two are not the same. I don't know why, but I have no clue. Anyway, let's try this. You can see it's just being sucked out, but it did not pump the fuel into the generator. So I'm thinking maybe they have a different number. Where did it go? Oh. Anyway, the generators produce power into this MFV, and you can see we got some power stored. And the high voltage converter is enabled right now. Now we can turn it off. It's on. So we got 2000 volts, EU per time in this cable, which leads back up. In case this doesn't work, we got a backup system down here. This is a... well, let's just check this room out. Switches. I haven't designed a control station yet, but basically you can turn the generators on and off. Biocell production, plant bulb production, and bread production on and off here. This one here is to control the lights in the silo up and down in the hallway. When you hit the blue button, it switches the light on or off. Backup generator and a storage facility 5A. What we got here is books, manuals, and in these containers we have, yes, you guessed it, party poopers. Let's go in. Backup generator. In case our biocells fail, we have a nuclear reactor, which already have been running a few times, and we got some backup power stored. By disabling it here, the power will not be used from this MFE and will only be used from our other generators. It should be off actually. The 6 generators over there are, on the next floor of course, are modern enough to run this entire facility. But sometimes there are minor difficulties. Anyway, let's check out the wheat farm before I end this video. Where is it? Wheat farm. There, oh, look at this, look at this. All of the water. Let's check out the timer. And you can see it has crossed over. When it hits this one, you can see 900 seconds. It will start reseeding everything. Oh, that's bad. No good. Into the water. And you can see 30 seeds have been left behind. You could in theory just take them out and put them back into the water. And they will go another round in the system. Let's check the bakery. 30 breads, that means there have been made 8 breads while we were down below. So that's 8 breads per hour from this facility here. Oops. Go. Well, that might not be a good idea into the water. Let's just put it somewhere else. If you have comments or suggestions, maybe what I should put in this huge area here, I have really no plans for it. So it's just a big tunnel. Let me know. I would love to make something with either Buildcraft or Industricraft. There we go. Power's off. Quite dark. And it's raining outside. Forget that. Let me know. Comment and rate, please. Thanks for watching.